All right, the 2 minutes are up. Very fast minute here. Okay, let's get started. So first, thanks to all of you for being here, particularly because I think this is kind of an unusual topic to talk about. We know there's a lot of events in the city that are competing for attention. So really appreciate that you come here to learn, like we do actually, about exits. So to get started, let's introduce ourselves. So I'm Ben, partner of HAX. Cyril, founder of HAX.
So thanks for coming over today. We've had this idea actually. We've been a few months back to organize some events as well. We have been investing in plenty of startups, and I think that we'll cover a little bit of this, but just to give you some picture, we've invested in over 700 companies to date. I've been a general partner at the city for about 8 years. You will also have some pieces, I think, version a little bit earlier in the day to tell you how we see things. But in general, what we observed, of course, was a lack of preparation, essentially, in that process in general. I was very lucky, actually, the first time around. We had maybe 7 or 8 exits to date, some good, some not so good, and I was very lucky to have actually someone to take me through that. Actually, it's Matt, that we will see afterwards, was my first exit, but a very experienced entrepreneur that essentially taught me a lot, and there's more to come. So that's what we want to do today.
Next is Kate.
Hello, everybody. My name is Kate. I run our program here in San Francisco called HAX Growth, and that's our go-to-market program for our hardware teams. I've been at HAX for about 2.5 years. I've helped about 100 plus companies with their go-to-market strategies. Prior to that, I was director on Target's IoT team, where I was basically the startup hunter on behalf of Target, working with hardware startups and kind of scaring them out of working with a giant retailer. And that's what brings me here today. And I'm also in charge of our corporate partnerships on behalf of HAX.
You will see there's some parallels between buying products as a buyer and buying companies as well. As well, quickly about myself, I joined HAX about close to 5 years ago now. And prior to that, I was running consultancy based in Asia and Beijing, researching innovation in the region, based in Asia for a long time. All right, I think that's...
Yeah, thank you. We'll be back on your stage later.
I'll continue with the introduction. All right, so this masterclass is actually the third we run. We ran the first one in London about 2 weeks ago. Another one in Paris just a week ago, so this is the third. And on Friday, if you happen to be in New York, you're very much welcome to this other masterclass in New York. And the idea for us doing those events was to learn about how exits can be optimized, how to make them happen better, and how to avoid leaving money on the table. So the best way to learn is to ask people who actually know what they're doing, since not necessarily how the experience they have. So we invited investors, bankers, entrepreneurs, lawyers to share their experience, and with the idea of sharing it with a portfolio afterwards. You're much welcome to share whatever you want with the HAX.co or the Exit Master hashtag, good and bad. We will read everything. To tell you very quickly, for those not familiar with SOSV and HAX, so SOSV is the fund behind HAX. It's a fund with $300 million under management, over 700 startups in portfolio. The reason SOSV has so many startups is because its strategy is to create very focused accelerator programs so that it can create ecosystems around a particular vertical. So HAX is the hardware one. We've done about 200 investments across the board, from consumer to enterprise robots. I won't go into too much details about that. There was some news about SOSV recently about the next fund. That's something of interest. I'll talk to us later. The other programs of HAX, so I mentioned HAX, the first one is HAX in hardware, with offices in Shenzhen, in China, and here in San Francisco. We also have programs dealing with life sciences. We have a wet lab downstairs doing some breaking down experiments. And then we have another one in London. So they do things like cellular agriculture, biomaterials, gene therapy, these type of things. And a few other programs in Shanghai, Taipei, and New York dealing with software and food. So why exits? Because it's when founders and also their investors get paid, and without the right knowledge, the founders miss opportunities. They also leave money on the table because they don't optimize the value they can get of the deal. Recently, we actually had one exit, an interesting one for portfolio. HAX, we'll be talking a bit later on the panel, just been acquired by Google for undisclosed, unofficial sum of quite a lot of money. Personally, I don't have a whole lot of experience about exits. I'm mostly listening at the moment. But looking back, I actually realized I did have some because I helped one French mobile content company be acquired by a Japanese one, and taught me a good lesson about contracts. A good lesson about contracts because I was consulting for that French company, and I was in Japan researching the market, meeting Japanese mobile content providers. And one of them was on an acquisition spree. They were buying other companies all around the world because they had IPO, they had lots of cash, just wanted to increase the bottom line. Now the French company was in due diligence with another company, but the due diligence was exclusive. So I introduced the Japanese guys, they stepped in, and within a few weeks, deal was done. And then I looked back and I realized I didn't have a contract for it. So actually it didn't turn out to be such a good deal, such a consulting work, and a good lesson. I had a couple of partial exits as an angel. It also taught me that sometimes exiting too late is no good. It's better to be too early than too late. So exiting even partially can be a good option for founders. But mostly the reason we do this is because we talk to founders from startups in our portfolio, and they told us things like, oh, I wish we knew what to do when an offer came in. We were surprised how early those opportunities can be. Or things like, I never thought of alternatives to VC. So raising the next round just pushes back the goalpost rather than getting to liquidity. So essentially, it's to help founders get ready, not to sell early, but to be ready when the opportunity comes to us and to maximize. So this is kind of the V1 of what we do around exits. The idea is that there's really a lot of information today about the early stages of startups, all the lean startups. There's more information about growth. About running companies, you have all the MBAs and management books, but about exits, not so widespread information. And essentially, when you talk to founders, they think mostly about, okay, VC, okay, IPO, seems to be like the first thing. Sometimes about M&A. But in fact, if you look at the numbers, that's from City Insights, 2016, out of about almost 3,500 tech exits, the vast majority is M&A. It's like 97% M&A. So if you want to learn about exits, really what you should learn about is M&A. This is another piece of information. It's about the stage of exits. About 2/3, roughly, happen at Series B or earlier. So it's very early. You can see it's almost half at seed and angel and Series A level. Really early. So if you want to be prepared for that, it means you have to start even earlier. Some of the top acquirers, some usual suspects, some a bit less well-known. Some other data, it's about the number of startups who actually don't go past each round of funding, post the initial one, and also can be a good indicator of when is a good time to think about getting ready. This is another one, different data from 2003 to 2013. 80% of M&As took place at Series B or before. So 2016 was even more extreme. But there's other options. We're going to talk about some of them today. There's options like RTOs, so reverse takeovers or reverse mergers, another way to go public. Direct listings, which is what Spotify has done. Equity crowdfunding, another way to access capital without going through VCs from going public. PE is actually kind of a players that we don't necessarily talk about in the startup world, but I've seen some data that I think last year about half of the acquisitions were done by private equity firms. So that's actually a lot. That's people you don't necessarily meet in startup events. Leverage buyouts, ICOs, buyouts. And secondary buyouts, also more exotic. So there's lots of options. About the timing, the question is when is the right time? If you look at the company's evolution, just as a quick survey, who runs a startup team? Okay, that's probably 2/3 of the room. Who's an investor? Okay, corporate people. Okay, a few. On something else. So, okay, a few people. So it's mostly for startups to think about this is when is the right time. So at the beginning, you build your product, you don't have a lot of growth, and then you start growing, and then it accelerates, and then maybe you hit kind of your natural market limit, and then you have this asymptote. And there's a nice little inflection point here. The question is when is the right time for an exit? Is it to when you actually can grow more, or is it earlier? Well, turns out maybe the time where you look like you're most promising, growing super fast, might be the best time. Maybe. Maybe it's an area, maybe there's kind of IPO zone where you still have growth and can still be attractive for public investors, and then maybe a broader M&A zone where it can be attractive for buying. There's also lots of different reasons to do acquisitions. We're going to cover that in the panel with corp dev executives. This could be a talent hire, a product gap, filling a product gap, being a revenue driver. Sometimes it's to deal with the future, strategic threat, or as a defensive move. So there's all those potential reasons for acquisitions. So crazy plan. In a way, so we run accelerators, and those accelerators are entry points to our fund. Because our approach is to think that actually capital is quite abundant, but education is not. So for HAX with hardware, we set up the first program to help go from prototype to product, which is pretty hard step. Then we set up the San Francisco office to help go to scale. So now we're thinking maybe the next step is to do an exit accelerator, maybe like a kind of 3 stages rocket. So the first steps, actually earlier this year, we ran some roundtables in Paris and London. We wrote some articles, and this month we ran the 4 masterclasses that I mentioned earlier in those different locations. So just a few pictures. So today we'll have 7 sessions, 50 minutes each, including Q&A. Feel much welcome to ask questions. We'll have breaks between each session. We'll have an hour for lunch, and then we'll have from 6 p.m. Some networking time to chit chat and relax more. So to give you an overview of today, so we start the panel with corporate development people. Then Becca will tell us about the banker's view on acquisitions. Then CEOs who went through M&As will tell us about their experience. You might recognize one of the founders of Guitar Hero. This is the founder, Ryan, the founder of Jump Bikes. Then gentlemen from Nasdaq will tell us about how to go IPO. Then we'll have views from VCs, views about corporate boards. Finally, a session with a CEO who IPO his company. So again, hashtag stuff. All right, so that's it. Without further ado, I think I'll leave the stage to Kate and our first 2 panelists. Thank you.